Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard Sports Media. I'm here at my church. We got time to kill before worship tonight. We kind of just hang out and stuff, but I figured I'd step outside while I have this on my mind because I don't want to forget about it later. But interesting news, or it's not really news, but an interesting topic if you're an Alabama fan or follow the Crimson Tide. One thing that we know that it's time for, it's time to cut our losses for 2022. Disappointing season all the way around. Coaching out of whack. Bryce Young's Heisman campaign, possibly winning back-to-back Heismans, let alone being a Heisman finalist. He might still be there in New York. I don't know. There's just a lot of things. 2 losses for the Tide. I could understand maybe Tennessee if Tennessee's that good. There's no excuse for the LSU loss. There's no reason they should have lost 2 games. Pitiful. Sad. Pathetic. But you look ahead to 2023, and we'll look ahead and we'll do team previews and we'll talk more about this situation going forward. But I do want to go ahead and get this out there. Let's go ahead and start talking about if Bryce Young is to leave this year for the NFL, which I think that he will declare after the season. Who should be the next quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide? A lot of people say Jalen Milroe because he knows the system. A lot of people don't trust Jalen Milroe enough to be a starting quarterback. There's not really disrespect towards him. But some people say he's good, but is he good enough to be the Alabama quarterback and lead us to a title? There's some question marks up in the air. And if it's not him, you have Ty Simpson, who's a 5-star recruit, much like Bryce Young was. Does he step in, take over, and learn the system? And we see him in his, he kind of redshirting this year, but what does that make him next year? Redshirt sophomore, redshirt freshman, whatever. I don't fully understand how redshirting works. I'm just going to be straight. But, do we go with Milroe, who has that experience, who's been behind Bryce Young, who's been in the system, who's worked with Bill O'Brien, which, by the way, hopefully we fire our coordinators this offseason. Just throw that out there. But back to the quarterback situation. You got Jalen Milroe, who I think deservedly will earn the spot. I think it starts out with Jalen Milroe. I think he has his Mac Jones moment. Mac Jones had, you had some games late in 2019 when Tua got hurt. But then he turns around and he has one season as the Alabama starting quarterback. I think that's the case for Jalen Milroe. He has 1 year with Alabama next year in 2023. And then does he go pro? And that's when you start to see Ty Simpson come in. And then you'll have your backups. We got guys coming in this year's recruiting class, and Eli Holston. And I think it's actually next year. We got this guy in Dylan Lonergan. Alabama's just loading up on quarterbacks. But the big question is, it's going to be something interesting to watch, for who could be the next Alabama quarterback, next legend, next great, next whatever, right? I don't think any one of these guys, even Ty Simpson as a 5-star, I don't know if they could fill Bryce Young's shoes enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going to be bad. They'll be good enough. They might win us a championship. They might take a step forward. They might, do something special for the Crimson Tide. But Bryce has done so much, man. And I honestly, the whole situation with Bryce, I don't want to throw the wide receivers, the running backs, the offense. I don't want to throw the players down. He had the wrong coach. Man. Bill O'Brien's got to go. Get out of Tuscaloosa. Just call it right now. I'm sure we're going to clean house on coordinators this offseason. But again, it is time, considering that Alabama's not going to make a national championship this year. I mean, you look forward to a bowl game, you always do, but the standard is a championship at Alabama, and unfortunately, not this year. Not this year for the Crimson Tide. So you look forward to next year in hopes of a championship, but you got a new leadership role to fill. I think we need to give Milroe a chance, see how he does. I want so badly. I'm ready for Ty Simpson. I really am. That's if Jalen Milroe is the starter, Ty is QB number 2. For sure. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure he has no problem. He'll wait his turn. He'll stick around. But as ready as I am for Ty Simpson as a fan, if I'm an Alabama fan, and I am, if I'm ready for Ty Simpson, you want so badly to see him out there day one next year. Day one. But you can't throw shade on Jalen Milroe. He has waited his turn. He's been the backup this year. And when he has gone out there, he's performed very well. Give him a chance to learn the system some more and see if he can have that leadership role filled. Right? Of course, Nick Saban's going to do what's best for the team and what's best to win a national championship. The big question isn't, can Jalen Milroe... I almost said Jalen Hurts there. Although he's doing good with the Eagles. You got to give him credit. The big question is, can Jalen Milroe, not can he be a starting quarterback, but is he going to be good enough to lead Alabama to a national title? That's the standard at Alabama. That's the standard. We need the right guy in place next season that can catapult the team, can catapult the offense, can catapult and push the Crimson Tide and Nick Saban towards that big goal, winning a national championship. So, anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy church tonight. Let me know in the comments, Alabama fans, who do you want to see start? But more importantly, who you think is going to start? Because there's a big difference there. I want Ty Simpson. I have a feeling it's going to be Milroe, though. I think he's going to get his moment next year. We'll just have to wait and see how good he is and if he can truly be that guy to lead us to a national title. I love y'all. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving next week. And we will see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. God bless and roll Tide.